Good morning. It's December 1st. We've already gone to Explorebranson.com, and this is the window that opened. We're going to do a special search today. This one would be a search for a relatively sophisticated user who, after trying all the normal ways of finding Ozark Mountain Christmas, could actually search this entire site for any page that has the word Christmas on it. So we're going to go quickly through this, and you'll note that this is a page that we've seen before that has the Christmas on the Trail Chuck Wagon Dinner Show. We're not going to go through all the pages, but we will go through the major ones. Again, this repeats evidently because it's in two different sections, available to two different sections of the website. So this one's the same as this one. Here's an Old Time Christmas. That's the page with the Silver Dollar City description of their Christmas. And that page exists through many links throughout the site, so it has 5 places where it is listed here. Then we go to the Ozark Mountain Christmas Lights and Village, which has no photo and no description, at least on this. So that's the roundup on the trail, so that link's not even accurate, actually. Now here we go to the Hughes Brothers Christmas Show. This link does appear on the site, but it's buried within 9 pages of regular season shows. It's not featured or highlighted in any way that could be easily found. So there's another Hughes Brothers Christmas Show. Here's Billy Dean's Let Them Be Christmas. If you were to go to the B's inside the Alpha directory, should you be able to find it, you'll find a description of Billy Dean's Christmas Show. So there are Christmas shows on the site. They're just hidden from the average viewer's ability to find them. Here's the Christmas Parade page, or a Christmas Parade page about the landing and the parade that happens there on December 14. Okay, another Hughes Brothers. There we go. Back to page 1. Here we are on page 2 again. Hughes Brothers, Billy Dean. Most Wonderful Time of Year Parade, Texas Tenors. Another one of the individual shows that does have a Christmas section that did post photos that are almost impossible for the average user to find. Something on the chateau. Dining message. So as you can see here, these are all of the possible things that one could find if they search the entire site. There's 2 more on the Ozark Mountain Christmas Lights Village. This is an actual mistake because that's a different show, so they made a mistake in listing but then didn't list it, make it live. Here's the Titanic. We've seen that before. Titanic again because it appears in various sites. Experience an Ozark Mountain Christmas. Holidays in Branson. We've seen this show. That's the one that takes us to the live shows link that has the Beatles. Top things to do with kids at Christmas at Branson. We haven't seen this page regularly because it's within the blog. It does say that the top thing to do with kids is to see a Christmas show, then says go see these awesome Christmas shows, then goes to a Silver Dollar City photo, goes to a page that was empty until November 20th of any photography, goes to a minimally dressed up Christmas page for the Shepherd of the Hills Christmas on the Trail show, goes to Dixie Stampede where they don't find Christmas, and goes to Silver Dollar City's page where they find the regular season of Silver Dollar City advertised, not the Christmas Old Time Christmas at Silver Dollar City. So we want to go back to the main page that we were looking at. This Santa arrives at the landing. The Brett Show, that's an individual listing again, but it's about their regular season show. Just happens to mention Christmas, which is why it falls into this search. Drive-through lights, we've seen that page. Where to find Santa in Branson, part of the blog. They're using that photo again, but it's all about where to find Santa and nothing on Santa's Christmas shows. And Silver Dollar City off the Christmas show again has an all-season advertisement, not something about Christmas. So, going backwards again to that listing, we're now on page 3. There's several pages to go still. Sanders Family Christmas, that's a standard listing. It's found inside the all shows listings, one of these approximately 6 that have such a listing among the 80 or so plus shows. Kris Kringle's Christmas Store, the Bald Knobber's regular listing that happens to mention in November and December that they have a Christmas show, but it's not a Christmas dressed listing, so we could hardly count that as Christmas marketing for shows. We have the Light Store, we have the Wisman family. They're here limited dates through this portion of the time. They do have one photo and it is a description, but you'd have to get all the way to the W's or have that page randomly show up in a generic Branson show search. Christmas Lights Tours, is this the one that's empty? Yes, there's no photo. A New Year's Eve show by the Hughes brothers. The Warnocks, a general business listing that happens to mention Christmas at the end of it. Christmas Wonderland, a show that is nothing but about Christmas. Appears only at the Christmas Theater at the King's Castle Theater. Certainly one of the most elaborate Christmas performances, and yet their show information can only be found if on a random search of all shows that appear in Branson. Would have to take a very dedicated user to find their listing. Okay, we have the Hughes Brothers Christmas, Hughes Brothers Christmas, and Hughes Brothers Christmas. 3 different listings. They were posted 3 different times by their marketing director to make sure it was going up because they couldn't find it within the site. So they kept posting it to see whether or not somehow their posting wasn't happening correctly. Here's Tony Orlando listed. He has been here for a year. Here's Yakov's listed. This listing was available under the Christmas filter of the All Shows filter when under Acapella and Bluegrass, etc. there was a Christmas listing, but it was the only such listing. And so I assume the Christmas filter option was pulled down because that was the only, it was pointed out that was the only show linked to it. There's yet another Hughes Brothers Christmas. Their marketing director very actively trying to find and get that put up there. This is the page on the show Miracle of Christmas, which has not performed in Branson this year, will not be performing there next year, and yet is one of the featured ads inside the site. Christmas shopping, another shopping. We've seen this page. It's the 5 Ozark Mountain must-dos. And for some reason with this browser that photo loads slowly, but here again is the page that has 2 Silver Dollar City links, a Christmas Lights Tour links, actually 3 of them, all 3 of them which go to Nothing with Photos, the Wonderful Time of Year parade, which didn't go up until 2 days before the parade, no Christmas show links, no holiday shopping links. There's that same page we're on advertised again. For some reason that photo doesn't want to load anymore. Okay, so we're not chasing down complete descriptions of every page, but going to make sure that we've found them all. Christmas accommodations, Celebrating the Life of Mr. Christmas, a blog about Andy Williams, and surprisingly no photo. There's got tons of photos available for him, and ads now, 2 ads now for cheap Branson tickets, which again are timeshare entities that buy discounted tickets, so the shows aren't even getting the full value. There's the Andy Christmas show that we're familiar with. There's the Branson Family Christmas Inexpensive Show Package. Here's another show package. Here's Chateau, Chuck Wagon on the Trails, Chuck Wagon Dinner, Christmas on the Trail, Chuck Wagon Dinner Show has 4 different listings, not sure why. There's a duplicate listing of Andy's. There's a deal profile page about a Christmas package. There's the world's largest toy museum mentioning in their traditional ad that they have some Christmas related things. There's the Hay Goods, that's their let's see, is it their regular season? Yeah, that's their regular season, full season description, in which they're good enough marketers to mention that there is a Christmas show right here, but that's not a Christmas focused listing. For the Haygoods, Buck Trent, again, it's his regular season listing, and it happens to mention Christmas at the bottom of it. That's why it comes up in this search for Christmas that we've done. The Adoration Parade, or the Adoration Scene, rather, fully described. We have seen a tag for this when in one of these types of links to additional pages, but there's nothing about Christmas shows there. Thanksgiving Brunch, Most Wonderful Time of Year Parade, which we've seen. Savings Brings Smiles. And the last page, finally, Black Friday in Branson, Shopping in Branson, 4 Ways to Celebrate New Year's, Ring in the New Year's, and Silver Dollar City listing again. So there you have it, all 85 results of the blog, which have the word Christmas on any page in Explorebranson.com. All of those pages have been reviewed in one way or another in the various reports that we've done on the website since November 16 that demonstrate that you can't find Ozark Mountain Christmas shows. So since we did reveal perhaps one way that some viewers have not seen ways to find those shows, let's go back and see what we would have to do to find them ourselves. We'd have to go to the live shows page. We'd have to go down past a non-Christmas show, passing this non-Christmas area, passing these featured ads, which are not talking about Christmas at their show, but the regular season. And then eventually we get to shows that pop up here by random, presumably. These may still be some other level of featured show, I'm not sure. But they do appear in a non-alphabetical order, and they're not tagged in any way. So here, for instance, is the Billy Dean's Let Them Be Little Christmas show on, what is it, the 3rd page of Christmas shows that we've seen so far. And there's the Texas Tenors. So that's on a 2nd page, mixed in with all these regular season performances, not highlighted in any type of way that could be found as a group of shows that are performing Christmas. And here again are all these non-Christmas shows in the regular section of the show listings on Explorebranson.com. We just wanted to show you that, in fact, there are some. There's the Andy Williams Christmas show. There are some Christmas shows findable. There's the Christmas Wonderland. However, these are mixed among 9 pages of shows and are only findable should you wade through a bunch of unbelievable non-Christmas stuff in between the point at which you're offered a full list of Christmas shows and can't find any as you begin your search. So if you're a diligent enough looker to search through 9 pages of listings, I believe that you'll find a total of 6 shows that have Christmas in the main portion of the show. There's the Christmas on the Trails listing that we've seen. These are all non-Christmas shows, even though shows like the Duttons have a fabulous Christmas show. There is no way to find that information on this site. Lots of these shows have Christmas shows. Putting on the Ritz has Christmas this year. IO has Christmas this year. Bald Knobbers have Christmas this year. It's actually mentioned in text on the Bald Knobbers page. There's the Hughes Brothers Christmas show. So the site's not devoid of holiday shows. It's just that they are so hidden because the only way that you can find those is by starting out on this live shows page where you would begin with the Beatles, no mention of Christmas, go past these non-Christmas show listings, and decide after you've seen these non-Christmas show listings to continue on in future pages as if you're going to find those Christmas shows listings. You might, if you were diligent. Most people wouldn't go this far. They'd stop. They'd go back to the page that led them here that said there was a complete list of Christmas shows and see whether the link was working properly or not. And it would take them back to this page and they wouldn't find it. That's the report covering ourselves on having searched Branson in the search mechanism. December 1st, 1 month plus a day after Ozark Mountain Christmas started, less than a month now to have the CVB change anything about this website that would make Christmas shows featured. 3 letters have been written to them since December 10, and to date, virtually no changes have been made. That's Michael London, Branson Update, December 1st.